of my favorite possessions is a 1980 red Corvette convertible. I've had it for a very long time, and I finally have identified the new owner in the future, Colin Crawford. I want to thank the Mayo Society. This is a great honor, and the concept of moving from as I said, it's an honor. And I want to congratulate the Mayo Society, particularly Scanlon and Quinn, and many others. And to follow some legends. I could go on and on and on, but you know, you put the names Bolin and Conway and Kale and others. You know, so to all the past recipients. Thank you. It dawned on me when I first started hearing the rumor that they might change and move towards the concept of expanding, you know, it's opening up the prospects of other counties in Ireland being chosen, or some to be chosen. I was a little concerned because most of my friends from Mayo seem to be feeling they're very sophisticated and educated and beautiful and wealthy, and they have a view of themselves. And the thought that they would reach down and go into Cork I didn't think it made a lot of sense, because I think their view of a Cork is they're just a bunch of rascals down there. But it's, I think it's a wonderful move to expand the Irish community. I think it's an important part of what the Irish heritage is in America. This is a small example of how we get getting bigger and better and stronger because we're together. Now I was, you know, thinking yesterday, what effect getting this particular honor, what would I get out of this? And how would I feel about it? And what did it mean to me? And I started thinking about my experiences, and I want to give you a sense of my view of being Irish. I think there are many in this room that felt the same way at one time in their life, if being Irish or not being Irish. But clearly, we landed in Cleveland in 1948, ended up in being in Cleveland Heights, ended up in a basement apartment with my two brothers, a mom and dad. I remember walking out of there and ultimately going into the 5th grade at Roxborough. When I walked up the street and turned left, I had just left the basement apartment, and when I turned left, I looked at all these beautiful homes. They looked like hotels. And I couldn't understand, you know, what happened here. And then when I got involved at the school and so forth, and I met my students or my friends, they were all very nice, but they were different. They were dressed differently. They talked about their clubs. They had clubs to go swimming to. They all were members of golf clubs. And I found this very interesting because I was confused, because not that I didn't have those things, why they have them. And I started thinking about this, and I think subconsciously, and this is the most personal thing I can say about my career and my life, is that they seem to have a club. They seem all to belong to something. I didn't belong to anything. We were just an Irish family. And that's, at the time, I was a little off balance initially, but I started to think about being Irish. And when I started my first business, I remember going out and trying to raise the capital. I decided to say to everyone, I thought it was pretty impressive, that, well, I finished as, well, I think this is a great idea, and I'm going to build this great company, and I'm going to have a great future, and you should really invest with me. And I would say, incidentally, I'm Irish. I didn't realize half the people I was talking about didn't really like the fact I was Irish. You know, remember that old thing, no one apply? So, but there were people listening. And the reason I concentrated on saying that, and I still say it today, is because it was a sense that I had a club. I belonged to something. I didn't understand it then. I understand it more today. But belonging is very important. And at that time, we didn't have much. We had our family, but I had the idea that I was Irish. I thought that was very, very special. It turns out to be, it's a fact. But these are the things that happen in your life that make a difference. And I think this is a simple way of expressing to you, we've been very fortunate. This is all about a family. It's all about a success of a family. I'd like to introduce my wife, Mary Crawford. My son and his wife, Debbie, are not available this evening. They had a previous commitment 2 years ago. We'll go along with that, but they do have Pat and Jay Dillon, Debbie's parents. I think you should meet Claire, because she'll probably be the CEO of the office of the company pretty soon. And of course you have, you already know the guy that owns the Corvette. But listen, this is a real honor. I really appreciate this recognition. I appreciate it because it's all about a family, and it's all about what you can accomplish. Look what our family has done in one generation in America. Let me talk about America. You can't, nowhere in the world can you get from that basement apartment, passing those big houses, to where we are today. Only in America. So God bless. God bless the club, and God bless America.